Hello, great people. Nigerians have been reacting to the news that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's ministers and appointees are heading to the United Kingdom to showcase what they call President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's achievement. Nigerians are not finding it funny. Some are criticizing it and some are supporting it, particularly the sympathizers of the government. But those criticizing it are saying that at this moment, whereby there's economic hardship, why would you want to go to the United Kingdom to showcase President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's achievement? And people have been cursing the government, people have been abusing those in government. But on this channel, we don't curse, we don't abuse, we just roll out the facts. You will recall that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would be 2 years in office on May 29. So the government machineries decide that the best place that they can showcase the president achievement, where they can address international press conference, is in London, and that is why they are going to the United Kingdom. And many of them are going. A number of them, in fact, it is like an entourage going all the way from Nigeria to the United Kingdom. If you are a frequent traveler, if you have heard of the word ESTA code before, then you would know the financial implication of this on the Nigerian government and taxpayers' money. Now, on this channel, like I said, we don't abuse, we dissect the issues. If you are confused as regards, oh, is this thing necessary at all? Is it okay? Is it right? Now I'll break it down for you, and I'll be using an analogy. And this analogy that I want to use is as simple as A for apple. If you don't understand me after this analogy, I will encourage you that don't be watching anything about politics or political affairs or debate. Just go and be watching movies and cartoons. And if you are a government supporter, sit down, because this will help you. If you are a member of the opposition, sit down as well. This will add to your knowledge. Now, the government want to go and showcase its achievement in the United Kingdom. That's fine. But let us look at something. Now, we are going to use the home, we are going to use the community, we are going to use the local government, we are going to use the state government, then we are going to use the federal government. We'll be taking it layer by layer. Let me start with the home. Now, you have a father at home. Now, your father want to give a situation report to you in the house. Instead of your father to sit down at home and tell you, the children, the wife, the family, what is going on, your father decide to go to another person's house and he wants to be giving situation report from there. Is there any logicality in that? Is your dad not supposed to sit down at home and say how his actions and inactions has affected the family? But your dad want to give a situation report. He left you people at home, then he went to the house in the 16th street, then he's now giving a situation report to those people. The big question is, are those people members of the family? You may want to talk that, oh, they are Nigerians in diaspora, and I'm coming to that, but then let me use the father and home analogy first. Now, having said that, let us go to the king and the community. You have a king in your village. You have a king in your village, and the king wants to do something. Rather than for the king to assemble all of you in that particular village, or to send the town crier in that particular village that, oh, this is what we want to do, the king decide to go to another kingdom and he wants to be speaking from there what he has done or what he will do in your village. Does that make any sense at all? Does that read any meaning to you, that you as a king, you will leave your kingdom, you will leave your disciples, you will leave people that you are responsible to, your constituent, you go to another kingdom? Imagine if the king in your village wants to perform a ritual now that, okay, they want to worship the gods with the small letter G, and the king leave the territory of your village, then he has to go to the village that is far away for him to worship the gods. Are the gods not residing in your village? Now, that is for the king community analogy. Now, let us go to the local government chairman, the local government chairman analogy. Now, you have a local government chairman. You are from a local government in Nigeria. That local government chairman is supposed to talk about what he has done to the people. Then, the local government chairman of Shomolu will leave Shomolu in Lagos State, will not talk about what is going on in Shomolu. Then he will go to Badagry local government to go and be speaking about what he's doing or what he has achieved in Badagry local government. The big question is that how many of Shomolu indigenes are in Badagry local government? For those that will be arguing that, oh, how about people in diaspora? Then with the chairman of Shomolu local government, in this day of technology, will you also go to Koshofe local government? Will you go to Bariga local government? Will you go to Alimosho local government as well? So you can see that the way the Nigerian government thinks, there's sometimes no rationality in their decision. Now, let us go to the next one, which is state government. And that's why I said this analogy that I'm giving to you, if you don't understand it, or if you argue otherwise as regards it, don't watch anything politics again. Just go and be watching movies and cartoon. Or if you are the type that likes to justify nonsense, just go and be watching movies and cartoon. And at the end of the day, you may escape it, you may live fine, but then again, you have children, you have grandchildren, you have great grandchildren, and some of them will account for some of your inaction, your inability to call government to order when they do wrong. Now, let us look at the state government. Someone who want to give a situation report is a Lagos state governor. They decide to go to Borno state to go and give a situation report. The question is, how many Lagos indigenes are in Borno state? If he leaves Borno state, will he go to Yobe state? Will he go to Enugu state? Will he go to Sokoto state? If you leave London, like, will you go to Paris? Will you go to Canada? Will you go to Mexico? Will you go to Brazil? Will you go to Malaysia? Because Nigerians are spread all over the world. So you can imagine that why is Nigerian government thinking this way? Let me use another governor, Hope Uzodinma of Imo State. He will leave his state. He won't give the security report in his state. He will now go to Lagos State or Ogun State to go and be kind of like addressing a press conference there. Is there any sense in that? Like, is there any rationality in that? Same for the federal government. When did you see the government of US leave the territory of US and go and be giving a showcase of their achievement in the UK? Will you see Trump go to UK? Will you see Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the UK? Will you see him go to France? Will you see Emmanuel Macron of France? Will you see him go to Ghana to go and give situation report? Will you see John Mahama of Ghana? Will you see him go to South Africa to go and be showcasing his achievement? So you can see that the level of thinking of the people we have in government leaves much to be desired. And they will be saying that market Nigeria to the international audience. When the video said, oh, Nigeria is bad, they came for him. But you now, are you marketing Nigeria to the international audience in the true sense of it? Because anything that you give the press conference, any kind of like report that you give at the press conference, if the media are to be sincere and they decide to do what they call triangulation, they decide to kind of like compare what you've said to other sources, and once they do that triangulation, they will see that some of the things that you are saying are just pure lies. For instance, if you say, oh, Nigeria is now more secured under the president, and they type insecurity in Nigeria, and they see that the army are being kind of like attacked every now and then, and they see that Boko Haram is now using weaponized zone, they will look at you like a fool, like, what? But you said that the government is performing on insecurity. If they look at the quality of life in terms of the economy, the price of goods and services, the level of inflation, and you are saying, oh, the economy now is booming, is prosperous, they will look at you that, are you normal at all? What are you saying? So you can see that, are you marketing Nigeria, or you are going to disgrace Nigeria? Because some of the things that you will say at that international press conference, if they place it on triangulation, if they triangulate it with some of other facts available, then will yours still stand as fact? That's one thing that we need to look at. And is there diaspora voting? It would have been good. In fairness to the government, it would have been good if you say, oh, you want to go and showcase President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's achievement in London. If you are targeting a particular voting audience, the people that you do not allow to vote, in this day of technology, there's no diaspora voting. You are not doing much in that regard. But you are going to London to go and showcase achievement to those people. Won't those people hear from the people at home how they are suffering, how they are languishing in anguish? So you can see that this is a total misplaced priority of the government, because I didn't mean there's diaspora voting. We can say that, okay, maybe, because of the London voters, the UK voters, government is going there to showcase its achievement so that it can woo the votes of those people. But there's no diaspora voting, and you are not doing much in that regard. So you may want to ask yourself that, why is now the necessity of going to London to showcase the president's achievement? And the president said Nigeria first. There's a policy recently where they said Nigeria first. Now you are saying Nigeria first, but then have you addressed Nigerians in terms of your achievement? I can tell you that if you walk the street of Nigeria, many people do not know about the achievement of this administration. Many people do not know what is going on in this administration. So you are here to feed the people that will vote for you. You are here to tell them about the achievement of your administration fully. You are here to build their confidence. You are here to show them your kind of like progress report. you are going to London and you say Nigeria first. So have you put Nigerians first? You say Nigeria first. You want to hold a press conference. You won't tell the international networks to link up, maybe via Zoom or through the use of technology. You want to, all of you want to board private jet or you want to go with the presidential jet to London to showcase achievement. Will you also go to the US to showcase achievement? If truly there's any significant achievement, it would have even been okay. You have promised Nigerians renewal. You are giving them hopelessness. Nigeria first, Nigeria first. The president is not using innocent. The president is not using nod. He's using escalate. Nigeria first, Nigeria first. The president is taking his health treatment in France, and you say Nigeria first, and you are not using a co-hospital. So you can see the hypocrisy of the people in government. And like I said, the cost of this trip in terms of Esther code and all other benefit to the Nigerian government and taxpayers' money is enormous. So why not embrace technology? Why don't you embrace technology in the sense of showcasing the president's achievement? So all of you must now go to the UK because you want to showcase achievement. And in the true sense of it, there's really nothing. If I want to be nice, this government, if I want to be a nice examiner, I can't score Tinubu more than 25-30%. If I want to be a nice examiner, that I'm in a happy mood as an academic, I can't score more than 25-30% in the true sense of it, because there's something we call trickle down. Government exists for the people. Government exists to bring about the interest of the greatest number of people, according to Bentham and Mills, revered scholar, great guys. And that is their assertion as regards the purpose of governance. But if you look at it, if you look at the trickle down, how has your policy trickled down to those that truly need those policies? How have you provided SOCOM to those that truly need those SOCOM? That is the way to assess a government. Forget about these statistics. Or no, what is the empirical reality of the impact of government on the life of the ordinary Nigerians, the have-nots, the mekunos, the talakawas, the masses? That is how to rate a government empirically. And if I'm to do that, I can't score Tinubu more than 25 or 30%. So for me, this is a bad precedence. Because if you go to the UK to showcase your achievement, you are setting a bad precedent in the sense that another government will come, then they will say they want to go do a global tour. You know, there's a way we behave in Nigeria. Another government will come now. They'll say, oh, we are not only going to London, we are doing a global tour. Then they will pick a country in Africa. They will pick some countries in Europe, in Asia, in the Americas, in North and South America. Then they will target a global tour of showcasing what many Nigerians see as failure, but to them is an achievement. And it will be good for the government to listen to the people and cancel all this, show of shame that they call achievement, because the government of foreign countries do not come to Nigeria to showcase their achievement. It's been an interesting time with you. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.